What's going on, everybody? David Mitchell here, voice of Autism, episode 71. You guys are probably wondering how I'm live streaming to YouTube from my mobile phone or from my mobile device. If you're kind of wondering how I'm doing it, I have the link to the app at the bottom of my subscription. So if you want to go download it, or you could be able to live stream to YouTube, then here's the link. So yeah. So if you guys want to be able to live stream to YouTube, then here you go. But yeah. So everybody probably don't know what's been going on last few days. Day after I did my video vlog, or night of my video vlog, YouTube decided to do a bombshell and literally, and I mean literally, set their own new rules, saying that if you don't have 1,000 subscribers, you're unable to live stream to YouTube from mobile app. You can do it from a webcam from a laptop, or from laptop cam, or from a computer webcam, but they're saying you're unable to do it from your mobile device. I'm kicking them, the corporate a-holes, in their nuts by using the app. So F them. But yeah, and yeah, I'm wearing one shirt that my fiance sent me back a few Christmas ago. But yeah, it's crazy. There we go. But I'm still learning how to use the app, by the way. So yeah, and here, Jane, it is Autism. It's Autism Awareness Month, but I prefer to call it Autism Acceptance Month. It's a more proper term. But yeah, and you guys know I was talking about it in last week's live stream. So it's big. So it's giving them corporate thing away, and to take up their own medicine by defying the thing that they did. They're not going to stop our community. We get our voices out there. But yeah. But a lot of people were very frustrated, aggravated, and I mean it, like literally crazy in a way. But until I get 1,000 subscribers, it will probably be the app that I'll be using until I get 1,000 subscribers. So yeah. Is it crazy? Well, I hope that I get 1,000 subscribers before I can able to be using the main app again. Did want it good, but it's a little tricky to use. Trust me. For anybody who don't know. But this is the first full time I'm using the app, so yeah. But now, my fiance, me, Mel, and Joshua talking, and we were having a good time. But yeah. But I'm still trying to learn how to use, you know, the app, because it's still new to me. That's the reason why. But I'm sure we get in the hang of it. This is my first time using the app. So yeah. I hope I eventually get very well, very okay. But hang on, I really hope that. Oh, they got. I'm looking at it. Not me. Oh, I got the itching. So, sorry about that, guys. But yeah, I have some more stuff to talk about, but this was kind of rough because I was aggravating things about what I'm going to do, but I'm not going to give up. Look, I live stream to get my voice out there. Kicking them in their net zones and how we feel and what I think about now. Because you try setting up a certain voice, our voices are going to be louder than ever. Really do mean it. And thank you for the 13 subscribers that I got the last few days or check week. Because I ended up now I have 132 subscribers, and about 24 hours ago I only had 118, 117, but or technically 119, but it exploded, and I thank you for guys for subscribing. Now I want you guys to keep on subscribing to me because we need to get our voice out there. The reason why I do the YouTube channel is so I can get my voice out there and talk about stuff I go through on a daily basis on an autism spectrum. That's the reason why. But yeah. But all just right now, it's up that I'm still learning how to use. And I will talk to my fiance BFF Joshua with all yell everything. Him and my fiance started talking again because that is her BFF, and he and my friend too. And no, it's not that, because one, he gay. And he kind of did have a crush on me at one point, but we were friends. He also have a YouTube channel where I'll probably add his YouTube channel link down in the description down below after the live stream is done. If you guys want to go to his YouTube channel too. But he have over 9,000 subscribers, almost to 10,000. But he in front of me and Val. So yeah. And this up I'm still getting hang up. So yeah. And also to a big change for me too. And he is one who's gonna be helping with the wedding video, that we'll be doing wedding video live stream, but he'll be one announcing it too. So the big change. And me and Val wedding we waited until September and October. So it'll be 2 months after my birthday. So we kinda delayed it now. So the plan have changed. So yeah. And it'll be still in California, but I got a lot. So oh, but yeah. Oh. Joshua, my fiance BFF, one of his family members had a kid, and their kid made it to their 1 year birthday. Amazing. But yeah. It's a crazy thing. Okay, that's making me hungry. But yeah. Oh, and if you guys don't know, I'm part of the American High Speed Rail Club. I went to an article about a week ago on a video from a fellow YouTuber. where they were talking about something that happened in Germany. I know it's not some of that part of autism, but it's hilarious. A drunk dude broke into an high-speed train cab and ordered the conductor to slow the train down. What are we? It was funny. I even did a post on the American the American Rail Club, and everybody we already laughing about it. But it's something that happened in Germany, and a drunk man. He broke into the cab. What are we? But yeah. But Autism Month, I'll be bringing up a lot of stuff about autism for the autism community. So yeah. I'm going to talk to one of my friends that I went to voc rehab with. But yeah. It's something to think about. But yeah. But it's been one crazy year for me. But yeah. I've been looking up a lot of stuff that talk about autism this week. But there was one that really got me aggravated that happened somewhere in the UK where the schoolmate, an autistic kid, wear a yellow vest or chain, I don't know what it's called. He did not feel comfortable with it. Look, I don't agree with that. People who think about that, I don't think are right. And remember lots of people who done something like that. No, and and I'm going to do the survey later on because me and my fiance are getting married right before the end of 2019. And it sounds like we'll probably be getting married probably during Thanksgiving. We're back in October if we did think about it. Well, we'll be able to, go up to the mountain for when it starts snowing, do our honeymoon, because I did talk about taking her to like a snow ski resort up there. So yeah. Oh. Train horn. But yeah. Did it crazy. Now here's something.
Your attention please everybody. I've got a first 44 seconds video about our counter protest ready to be released. I'll just need some time to translate the French captions into English, then please stand by for a mass sharing like you've never shared before. Raised fist, raised fist, raised fist, raised fist, raised fist, raised fist. Thank you. Thumbs up, winking face. Crimson out. Nothing about us without us.
Yeah, that right. The autism community is fighting back on protesting against the people who think it's right to put around. What are we? But yeah. It's crazy. Well, I have friends in the LPG community. Like my friend Liz. She on the autism spectrum. She a friend of me and Vale. And that a train horn background.
First meetup event with Handiqueer today. We talked about ableism, accommodation in the LGBT community.
But I have, like my friend Liz, she on the autism spectrum, and she is a lesbian. And you gotta know I'm bisexual, so yeah. But it's a bit big for us. But it's also crazy, too. But yeah, it's crazy. Oh, I'm sorry about that drain on in the background. Dang, that's Tina blaring. Not the first time I hear a freight train blaring a horn like that in a long time. So yeah. Oh, hear the video. Give up for video, even though it's in French. Look, they're scaring the crap out of their own kids. Some of the kids are not able to handle it. Look, did one of the video right here. It's disgusting what the parents think. Here, Jade, it disgusts the living hell out of me that they do this to autistic people. There was a DPU unit to it. Kind of, but yeah. Not to get my blood pumping that they do that to us. Like, they tried setting that out and keeping our voices out, but it disgusts the hell out of me. So, yeah. For those people who treat it wrong, shame on you. Like, literally. And think that yourself is better than, and you think you know better than people on autism spectrum. The when, yeah. There had be DPU on that freight train that is going by. But it aggravated the crowd on me that they do that to people like us. Yep, I hear DPU. That was a DPU unit at the internet train that is going by. But yeah. It's crazy if you just think about it. But your sentence up too. I'm going down to stuff that I'm waiting to talk about too. Ooh, and it's starting to feel hot in here too. But yeah. Well, let's see. I gotta check the article for. It ain't messed up, but yeah. But yeah, I think them messed us up. That people, but it's crazy. Oh, my friend Melissa, A Life of an Aspie. She had posted her 50-minute video documentary on her YouTube channel. And I'm going to watch that later on this week and have probably talk about it on my next live stream too. So yeah. But it's crazy. And now 1 o'clock in the morning. But yeah. It's crazy what stuff that we're talking about. Never mind about this. But yeah. Let's see what's it wanna because one, with me being on the autism spectrum, stuff like that do, if it would work, I see the reason why. Oh, that explains it. But yeah.
Nous avons manifesté contre l'association vaincre l'autisme à sans marquer de l'espérance le 30 mars.
Oh,
Cette association
it in France. I'm sorry about that. I know some of you guys are not French speaking. I'm sorry about that part. But yeah. But yeah. It's crazy what stuff that be going on. Even now April 7th, if you guys don't know, it's 3 days before me and my fiance 1 year, or technically 2-year anniversary since we started dating. And where it will be me and Val 1 year anniversary of being engaged. With it crazy. So yeah.
I wanted to thank every one of you who participated in the sharing of our posts about the first #ActuallyAutistic protest in France and how it ended. Thanks a lot for giving us a platform for a better coverage. Yet, it's not over. We are still waiting for the 3 minutes compromising video of Vaincre l'autisme président being brute to us. For this one, I'll try to add in the description a translation text. When this video will be available, I'll ask you to be prepared to share the sh*t out of it with the same intensity as our original post about the protest. It has to be known. Perhaps there is a chance to slam the final nail in the toe of this Kirby charity that already has financial fraudulent difficulties. Thank you all. For now, here's some extra pictures of the scene. CW.
We got another train coming. And it's only been 5 to 10 minutes in live train. So yeah. Durban. But it's crazy. But I am thinking about a lot more stuff. And I'm a little bit unprepared for live stream because of what happened. Because I made sure, and I was kind of aggravated on nights that something happened, so I was kind of, the P word when YouTube decided to do what it did. But yeah. But here, Gene, if I do get a laptop in the future, that would be great. But yeah. And I'll be honest, I am hot right now. And that what Amtrak. So yeah. Let me check what's it. an Amtrak auto train because she'll go by.
In my neck of the woods, I am currently trying to communicate with someone I am guessing might be a warrior mom. She is the sole admin of a local group, and thus what she says goes. ARRRGGGGHHHH. April makes me blue.
That one thing I don't like. Parents who do stuff like that. Parents who are like that are more harmful to our community and more harmful to their kids than anybody thinks. So yeah, it's crazy, but you have to just think about it. But yeah, but it's crazy how I managed to find the app because it is an amazing app. I'll bring it. Just say it. And you guys know I'm part of I like model railroading, but just got me angry. It was from one of the groups I'm on Facebook. The dude made train cars with graffiti on them. And I'm not trying to be a hater out there, but if the people who don't know what the puzzle actually mean, at a person on the autism spectrum, and I mean high functioning one, we will say it is very discriminated. And it's very chill type, and it's not right. And dirty meaning to it too. And he did some rolling stock that he's selling for about $95. And I was ticked off because this shop I don't like because it kind of, stereotype and rude. So yeah. With word awareness, I'm not trying to be mean to anybody out there, but awareness, it's kind of rude. We want acceptance. That's why I'm saying Redding said, go gold, hashtag autism acceptance, and all that. Hashtag Redding said, and all that. I'll put all the hashtags that I had in my last video in the live stream after I get done with it. But it got me aggravated. I couldn't believe it. Like, I was pissed. I'll be honest, I was pissed. And the puzzle bee, I don't think is right in a way. That one, I go with Ursa. So when it comes to the autism community, that is big help. Like, there's kind of stuff wrong that they do to our community out there. Like, stuff that I think that should put some of the parents in jail. Like, literally. It get me aggravated. Because it's just cruel. Some autistic people have a hard time already because of it. Oh, and here's some from one of the people in our community. That is amazing. Neurodiversity. Autism acceptance. That's what I would go for. But it's crazy in a way. I might do that in a different video, but yeah. But I'm bringing Dear Some Pope from fellow Facebookers.
I believe this may be the first time I've asked for numbers, support in this manner on this page, but could anyone who has the spoons potentially weigh in on this? It's a local page and I'm pretty disappointed, TBH. I've had a little say. I didn't even bother mentioning my being autistic, just my kids, as I'm starting to learn that people don't really care for autistic voices, but they do sometimes listen to Autism's TM face with rolling eyes. My thoughts, it's heavily combative and focuses only on struggles, tragedy, sadness, overall very negative, and just not what should be the focus during Autism Month. People already use autistic as an insult. People already go straight to, oh, I'm sorry, when they hear the word autistic, so why add to that?
I know what she mean, because people who did it to us, they should be ashamed of themselves. Because we're gifts. We are brilliant. Like, what are we to think about it? World cannot run without us. Like, what are we? Like, it's crazy. And like, I really do mean it. Like, and that person who did that post was an autistic mom on the autism spectrum. So, yeah. And she felt The fellow YouTuber friend of mine changed their chain after they realized how just some autistic that are out there who still don't know how bad the puzzle bee really is. But yeah, it's crazy. But you have to think about it. Whew. Getting a little hot in here. But it's a crazy thing if you think about it. Now, I am thinking about doing some events, or like talking about the event idea later on, but yeah. But it's crazy. You have to just think about it. Like, it's crazy in a way. But I'm thinking about the lyrics now. You're saying, is it in English or French? Because, in a way. But yeah. Because I want to bring it up for interest because of the autism spectrum and everything. But before I do, I need to make sure it's right in the autism community in a way. Yeah, it is.
G is for gender. Golden neurodiversity symbol with gender symbols incorporated. Throughout this piece, TGD is used as an acronym for transgender and gender diverse. You may have noticed I have been reposting a series of posts I wrote a few years ago which can best be described as an alphabet of autism. Over the last several days it has become clear to me that I missed a few.
Oop. Oop. 1 minute, guys. Zip. What the freak? I'm so sorry about the freaking ad.
I had G is for game on and Q is for quack. It seems far more relevant now to have made those posts about gender and queerness. So it is time to rectify that. G is for gender, gender identity, gender expression. Let's be clear, there are not only two genders, and gender is absolutely not tied to biological features such as genitals. If you can't accept the reality that there are infinite possibilities of gender, then perhaps don't read on.
Dear Jane, I have friends who are transgender too. Friend, you are bisexual. Avery Jane.
Be conflated. Gender identity and expression are very important issues generally, but extremely important in the context of autistic folk. There is an evolving body of research which shows a correlation between trans and gender diverse folk and autism. It is getting to the point where this simply can't be denied. It is in autistic community a very common intersection. Autistic folk have something of a battle of having themselves seen as autonomous human persons in many spaces. This is even more true of TGD autistic folk. Thanks to a history of autism research and therapeutic practice that has focused on cause, cure, and conversion, autistic folk have had to fight every step of the way to construct their identity and have that identity accepted as a valid human identity. TGD folk also have a similar fight around their identities being accepted. When autism and gender identity intersect in a human person, then that person has a journey ahead of them where they will far too often have to justify their identity to others, and sadly often to those closest to them and those that are meant to care for and support them. As an autistic person who is also trans, I have had to hear on many occasions comments that attempt to invalidate who I am. Comments such as these are commonly delivered as if they are meant to be sincere. They are not. There is simply no sincere way to tell a person their very identity is invalid. Oh, you're not really trans, it is just your current obsession. There is nothing sincere in such a statement. You don't have the social capacity to understand the social construct of gender. Nothing sincere here. You can't be trans, you don't understand human emotions. Apparently, it is autistic folk who are said to lack empathy. I have experienced very little empathy in any of the above comments. This is not a Gender 101 post. If you are interested in understanding gender, then Google is your friend. G is for gender. We know there is a high proportion of TGD folk within the autistic community.
Not true.
We know this. Research is confirming this consistently. And yet specific services and spaces for TGD autistic folk are few and far between. We know this, and yet local, regional, state and national autism task forces and strategy think tanks fail again and again to make TGD and queer folk generally a priority in these discussions. Research shows that upwards of 35% of autistic folk identify on the LGBTIQA+ spectrum and yet are consistently forgotten about in strategies for autism and autistic people. This is simply not good enough. G is for gender. The fact that strategy and research in this area for the well-being of autistic TGD folk is a case of neglect by the professional autism organizations. We know that the life expectancy of autistic folk is one of the lowest of any group of people, lower even than that of Indigenous Australians. We know that around 50% of TGD folk have attempted suicide before they reach the age of 18.
True.
When these two things intersect, the risk to autistic TGD lives is palpable. Governments and professional organizations need to stop pretending we don't exist and stop erasing us from strategies and plans and start living up to their goal of supporting autistic folk. G is for gender. As the gay men in the early 80s cried, "We're queer, we're here and we will not live in fear," so too do we autistic TGD folk proclaim we're here too. We need you to see us. We need you to acknowledge us. We need you to consider us. G is for gender. Our identity is valid, our pronouns are valid, our gender expression is valid. We are valid. G is for gender. It may seem like an inconvenience, but getting our pronouns correct is important. Referring to us by the words we use to describe ourselves and not invalidate or belittle is important. I don't really care what you actually believe about us, but it is our identity and it is simple respect to respect it. As autistic folk, making our way in public spaces can be difficult in its own right. Making our way in public spaces as TGD autistic folk can be even more so. Public bathrooms for autistic folk are often hell, loud noisy dryers, harsh lighting, a myriad of smells, etc. This is even more so the case when you have to negotiate that space with the fear of being told you don't belong there. Being harassed and publicly outed adds another layer of complexity to all of this. G is for gender. We are here, we are diverse, and we are magnificent. We ask simply that you see us, include us, and celebrate us. G is for gender, and gender is fabulous.
That from a fellow Facebook friends of mine. But yeah. But it's up that I think about. But yeah.
I am currently trying to communicate with some. In my neck of the woods, I am currently trying to communicate with someone I am guessing might be a ward.
The warrior moms, Mom, they need to quit doing it to people on the autism spectrum. They're very harmful. I'll be honest. Like, I really do mean it. That's funny. But yeah. But it's crazy because it's the first time. Whoop. Oh. 1 minute, guys. There we go. Gotta be careful because there's sometimes notifications can screw up. But yeah. But it's crazy. Bluebell Cafe. Now I gotta check what this is. It's somewhere in Europe, like in England or UK, I meant to say. Let's see what it.
All this week we are celebrating World #Autism Acceptance Week by sharing a piece of some of the key figures who make positive things happen here at Roebuck. Yesterday, Roebuck visited Cornford Lane in Pembury for the unveiling of the new Bluebell Cafe signage, which was designed by one of our volunteers and service user, Adri van der Meer. Adri first started coming to Roebuck almost 2 years ago and has worked on an array of bespoke and illustrative designs for commercial and personal use. Roebuck has helped Adri gain real-world experience networking with other organizations he would otherwise have been unable to access, as most employers require 2 to 3 years of work experience before they start hiring. Adri had very little knowledge of using Adobe CC before he came to Roebuck, other than Photoshop, and now has an in-depth knowledge of Illustrator, After Effects and InDesign. Over the coming year, Adri says he's hoping to improve his knowledge of current-day HTML, CSS, Python, and UI, UX design over the coming year. Long-term, Adri hopes to have a full-time salary or to be able to work comfortably and independently as a freelance designer, but communication and socializing has always been one of biggest challenges for him. Since he came to Roebuck, he has realized his psychological limitations where he gets stressed out quickly from too much sound and visual disturbances. Roebuck has helped reduce these barriers by providing soundproof screening and noise-reducing ear defenders. He hopes more working-age autistic people learn about the potential Roebuck can provide them if they are affected by physical and environmental disturbances. Everybody struggles with distractions and gets overwhelmed, but for autistic people it is hard to express or communicate how we are feeling. He particularly enjoys the social activities Roebuck and Aspens provides, such as the social evening and Asperger's support group. Image, Adri beside the Bluebell Cafe sign which he made. You can find this cafe on Cornford Lane in Pembury, Kent, which is provided by Aspens Charities.
That in Europe. On the other side of the world. Fell autistic. And that I have to say bravo to. We will make a change in the world for autistics. We will. We have the capability. If we keep on moving and show our support for people on the autism spectrum, and keep on moving on and on, we'll keep it up. Oh, that right. Oh, and you guys will laugh. I do have friends who keep on inviting me to groups on Facebook. But it's kind of funny, but yeah. But let me see how far we are in the live stream. Sorry about the little interruption, but yeah. We're 40 minutes into the live stream right now. 41 minutes and 50 seconds per se. But yeah. It's crazy. Now. But that I have to give a bravo to. Amazing. Like literally amazing. My fiance have done amazing stuff too. For she was recognized by CNN. It's crazy.
Some of you may be interested in attending this free event hosted by NHS England. I will be talking about autism acceptance on the day. Petrius Equus is giving a talk on the day too. Let's get it right for young people, realizing the NHS long-term plan, the 10th of April 2019, Crown Plaza Hotel, Leeds 10 o'clock to 15:30. The North Region Transforming Care Team, NHS England would like to invite you to join us at the Crown Plaza Hotel, Leeds, LS14DL on the 10th of April 2019 to explore how we can improve services and experiences for children and young people. The event will be opened by Ray James, National Learning Disability Director, NHS England, and co-chaired by David Gill, Learning Disability and Autism Advisor, NHS England, and will draw on the lived experience of young people and their families to provide an understanding of what is required to provide the right support. Delegates will be encouraged to participate in round-table discussions addressing various topics which will highlight the importance of independence, employment, individuality, and feeling valued, and will look at what having choice, control, and quality of life means for young people as members of a diverse community. The event is free, but you must book a place. You can do this by clicking on the link here.
Okay. I will not get my advice from parents. If you want to support people on the autism spectrum, you gotta get it from the people themselves, not the parents. And you have to have the understanding, which some people don't get. So, yeah. It is crazy thing, but yeah. But I got a lot of stuff that I have planned for our community. Oh. I'm going to do another article or something like that.
Got a quack on my back. Yes, it's Diane Thompson. I haven't approved her messages. But here, you can see the woo yourself. Apparently she's going to do some tell-all blog on autistic people. Interesting. PFFT. Emma Dalmain got my good morning well wishes and just on first cuppa here. I think my ass will let those comments hang in the system and make her bump the page views checking all damn day to see if I did release them. A+ for anyone who can actually read through it all. Looks like she used some punctuation this time.
Giving it to people who are not on the autism spectrum who treat people like crap. Oh, and I would like her to right from my fiance home country to Philippines. So yeah. People treat people on the autism spectrum wrong. I don't think they will get away with it, but nope, not at all. But yeah. But yeah, I got a lot of stuff I'll be talking about in that week's stream too. Let's see what the article all about, or I did post.
It looks like there wasn't a UK tweeter that the Nas were happy to appear alongside within an article. I was in a meeting with important people recently. They were people who cared. They didn't know about what happened at Mendip House, hadn't heard about it and were shocked. It is good the NOS doesn't feel safe with UK activists. The NOS should not be the voice of autism. They should not be allowed to speak for us.
Oh. We gotta. It's up and important. When it comes to job like this, it's up that we can't skip on. But the article from UK, let's see what it's all about.
Why this author disagrees with Autism Awareness Day. Dutch author Marieke Nijkamp says it should be about acceptance rather than awareness.
Yes.
The 5th of April 2019. Health and well-being real life. Share this. Copy this link. Read more about sharing. The 1st of April is not just a day where you're likely to find sugar in the salt cellar or see a former teen pop star pretend his wife is pregnant with a puppy. It's also the start of Autism Awareness Week, a globally recognized initiative with Autism Awareness Day celebrated on the 2nd of April. But one writer with autism took to Twitter on Tuesday to lay out her discomfort with the event. Dutch author Marieke Nijkamp posted a thread on Twitter detailing why she thinks the attempt, though well-intentioned, needs a rebrand. Here are your annual reminders, Marieke began, launching into a 10-point list of what she wanted to see from future attempts to put the autistic community in the spotlight. And with over 3,000 retweets on the site, it seems that she struck a chord. The National Autistic Society write that autism is not an illness or disease and can't be cured, and Marieke echoes this sentiment. We need acceptance, not awareness, she wrote. Don't speak of autism as a burden. Don't speak of autism as a tragedy. Autism is an often misunderstood developmental disability which affects how people interact and communicate with the world, according to the National Autistic Society.
That is true.
Autistic Society. Around 1% of the world's population are estimated to be autistic. Around 1 in every 100 people in the UK have the condition. Autism can present in a variety of ways. It's often referred to as autism spectrum disorder by professionals to reflect the range of type and intensity in which symptoms manifest. In recent years, there's been a movement to push more understanding of what autism really entails and how it affects those with it, such as presenter Chris Packham, who has opened up about his diagnosis with Asperger's syndrome, a form of autism.
Oh, sorry about that, buddy having a hairball. You've been having hairballs lately. Yeah, dogs seem to have hairballs. That's crazy. Buddy, you okay, boy? You okay? I don't know what we... But been having hairballs.
For Marik's part, she encouraged people to listen to #ActuallyAutisticVoices, a hashtag used in the autistic community to amplify the voices of those who actually have autism on social media, rather than well-meaning family or friends, who may not have the condition themselves. She was especially keen to demonstrate her belief that autism should just be viewed as simply another way of looking at the world. The responses from other Twitter users showed widespread agreement with Marik's remarks. Thank you for this thread, commented one woman, who shared her experience of working in customer service and being...
Buddy? Buddy, you okay? You're not feeling well.
Service and being told that she doesn't act autistic. Another man expressed his disbelief at being told by his son's teacher that they'd never encountered parents who admitted their children were on the autistic spectrum. There were also remarks from a man reflecting on how social media has magnified the voices of the neurodiverse since his generation were growing up. But there's still space for raising awareness to exist alongside efforts to encourage acceptance, says Jane Harris, Director of External Affairs at the National Autistic Society. There's a lot of discussion among autistic people and families about whether it should be renamed as an acceptance week. Our work is informed by the experiences of autistic people and their families, and we're always listening to their views, Jane told BBC Three. Almost everyone is aware of the term, but few people understand what it can be like to be autistic. Too many autistic people miss out on an education, struggle to find work, or become extremely isolated, often due to misunderstandings about autism. It's an awareness that's needed. Statistics show how a lack of understanding regarding autism, commonly seen as a hidden disability, can limit independence and increase discrimination. A 2017 study found only 16% of adults with autism in the UK are in full-time work, despite 77% of those who were unemployed saying that they wanted to work. An investigation found that this gap could be at least partly attributed to limited support for those individuals in the workplace, even though only minor changes to a working environment would be enough to assist many. Thankfully, social media has provided a new medium for people with autism to make their experiences and needs heard. After getting such a positive response, Marika is now using the opportunity to educate her new raft of followers further. Since all of you came here following my #World Autism Awareness Day thread, maybe you're interested in autism stories. She tweeted before sharing some of her favorites. Pretty cool.
You got that right. Now, you guys know I did have a job, but I only had it for a month. And I fell victim to the discrimination and targeting because I'm on the autism spectrum. But I do have a plan one day to try to help our people on the autism spectrum too, just like me, and get our voices out there even more. I do have plans for that, like I really do. But yeah. Oh, body feeling hot anyway. But look, let's check how long the live stream been going on now for. Because I can't even tell how long I've been live streaming for now. Now, if you guys don't know. But yeah. It's crazy, but it's amazing too at the exact same time. But we've been going on for almost an hour. But the first time I'm using the app really well. So wondering how to use it, but it's wonderful if you think about it. But this is the first time, if you did think about it, that I'm using something like this. But yeah, but what I'll be able to live stream on YouTube with main app again, I'll still try to use it, but YouTube is going to have to warn stuff that it's done wrong. But yeah. But it's crazy. But I've fallen asleep, but I have to give that person pause.
Hi everyone, just a post about us on AUNZ. We have changed our logo. This should make it easier to differentiate our content visually from Asan in the USA. Web links. The logo uses the original rainbow colors of the Asan logo, but they are now arranged in the shape of a map of Australia and New Zealand.
That's neat. Yeah, we give them applause for that. But I do. But yeah. What are with the puzzle pieces? Oh my god. Just up to get me aggravated, but yeah. There's even a car that I've done in it. And crazy thing is that I guarantee people who made the car are not autistic. It did get me aggravated. But yeah. Crazy. But I do have plans. But yeah. I woke up a lot of stuff. And, you know. But too crazy. But I am thinking about some crazy stuff too, but yeah. But for people like me, we prefer our voice getting out there. But yeah. There were rumors that the creator of Virgin Airlines might have autism. If he is, then that's a big step for the autism community. I hope it's true. But yeah. But it's been a crazy. But yeah. But yeah. It's a crazy thing for people on the autism spectrum, but yeah. Now, I hope you guys really enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys find the thing that I'm doing very useful and keep on moving, but yeah. And yes, I am using my phone and the amazing app. If you guys want to go use the app, if you don't have over 1,000 subscribers and you want to do live streaming on your YouTube channel, go to the link down below. Oh, and if you guys want to tell who said it, give me a shout out in your videos if you do YouTube, because that would appreciate it, because I'm wanting to help out everybody else in the YouTube and autism community who don't have 1,000 subscribers, where we can get our voices out there and our content and all that too. So yeah, I want to help out. But yeah, and now I hope all you guys enjoyed the video. I really do. And I really do. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys. Oop. Sorry, hold it, guys. Let me check this. If I'm live streaming. Oh, not neat, but yeah. But I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really do, and did the live streaming app. So yeah, now I hope you guys enjoyed, and I really do, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.